It look like a computer, but it's actually not. It is an electronic typewriter. It's a Smith Corona DeVille 80. I believe there were several different variations of this model. This one I have is the DeVille 80, obviously. There might have been a DeVille 70 and a DeVille 90, but I have I don't know. And anyway, so let's go over it. Now, when I got this when I saw this at the recycling center, I actually thought that it was a computer, like, you know, like a keyboard PC. Or not necessarily a PC, but you know what I mean, like an Apple II or a Commodore 64, which it resembles none of those, but I thought it was some computer of some kind, but it's actually a typewriter. And let's look under the hood, and we can see this cartridge comes off with a ribbon on it, and obviously most of it's used up, and because I actually did use this at school for quite a while for typing on like the schoolwork, because I don't have very good handwriting, and I don't like writing by hand, so stuff like this really did help me. And anyways, so we move further inwards. This is where the correction ribbon would go. I did get it with the correction ribbon, and I also did get it with this, except I ran out of correction ribbon a couple months ago, and I'm also out of this. You can still get the correction ribbon, and the cartridges for these are about $12 on Amazon or eBay. We push this, it says push, this comes down, and then you can pull out this, and see the font. There's a font wheel, and you can actually see the characters. This is the Regency 10 font, and that just goes right back in there. You don't even have to line it up. You can just haphazardly throw it in there, and it'll just line itself up perfectly. And there's the mechanism. Quite a beefy solenoid. And we can actually, and we look over here. This uses a power transformer. This does not use a switching power supply, which is to be expected for a device of this age. Now it says, warning, keep fingers, hair, jewelry, etc. away from this machine, away from this area when machine is in operation. Some labels. That's more or less it for under the hood. Now we can look down here. There's the nameplate. It says Smith Corona, patents pending. Double insulated. When servicing, use only identical replacement parts. 120 volts, 60 hertz, 0.7 amps. And it says amperes, which is, like, that's actually an older way of saying it, and like it's not just they didn't say amps, they said amperes, which is quite interesting. And this did come with this original thing because they never bothered to take it off, but the little like double-sided tape that was holding this on fatigued, so I'm just using a piece of Scotch tape to hold it in place. It says Smith Corona, commitment to excellence, made in USA. This actually was made in the USA. This was not made in Malaysia or Taiwan or like some offshore manufacturing plant like in Asia. This was made in good old United States of America. So let's power it on And you remember how I said this uses a power transformer, right? Well, it runs quietly now, but it didn't when it was new. It was quite buzzy. It buzzed really loudly. I had to take the thing apart, and I tightened down the bolts on the transformer, and now it's quiet. You can barely hear it. You might not even be able to. And yeah, so this, you can obviously load the paper by doing this, or this way, or what your preferred method of loading a typewriter, or you can put it in and do it electronically. And obviously you can use either one of these to do that. So this drive mechanism could stand to be lubricated. You have like a code, which is basically just like the equivalent to FN on a computer keyboard. You can set the margin, so if I wanted to set the margin to be a bit further back, I could press that and then press this, and then if I want, and then I want to set the margin some more, I go over here, and then I can press code and then margin again, and it'll set the right margin, and now it'll return back to wherever it was. And you get options for 10 or 12 pitch, the line spacing, index up and down. You press code and then it will move the paper up or down. Sub and superscript, and auto center and auto return. Now auto center basically works by like you press this and then you type what you want to type, and then it'll automatically center align it on the page, which is actually pretty cool. I haven't seen any typewriters that have done this before. And obviously, it is a bit noisy because obviously it's an electric typewriter, and electric typewriters aren't exactly the quietest in the world, to say the least. This basically is just using the internals from a daisy wheel printer, from a computer, and just a typewriter. Like it's like the two had a baby. Now let's see if we can, let's see if we can set it up for a typing test. This will require some balancing. This will require a balancing act, but I think I'll be able to pull it off if I can do it. Good. Now, I'm just gonna do a basic typing test, and you'll get to see. Actually, I'm gonna activate auto return. Oh, I just ran out of ribbon. On camera, I just ran out of, really. I was gonna say typing feel is excellent, and it is definitely helped by like the fact that the typewriter is, like the fact that you're feeling that. So that was a typing test, and yes, I'm all out. You guys just watched me run out of ribbon. Well, anyways, I'm glad, or am I out of ribbon? Like, I'm gonna see if I can wind, I'm gonna see if I can wind this back. And there might actually be some, yeah, there's some more. But anyways, I'll consider this dead, basically. Anyways, that was my video on the Smith Corona DeVille 80 typewriter. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.